Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, veterans of the war, sailors at sea, from coast to coast, border to border, every town in between. Tonight is a very special night because we have the return of one of our most strangest celebrities to ever show up on the show. Jason Coltrane. He does exist. He is not indeed Bigfoot, Yeti, the unicorn, Jason Coltrane. Yet. Which one of these does not exist? And just to prove that we are an equal time show here, we're going to bring in some guy that dares to put his name on the show.
The
Kenny,
nerve.
The Star Maker Bolin.
The nerve of me to do such a thing.
Who's the guy again?
Coltrane, I'm calling you out. You work less than John Paul or Rupert Paul or Rob. What's that Paul that works for WWE that all of a sudden, I think RuPaul's his name.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Yeah, that's the Paul.
Yeah,
I knew one of those Pauls rarely worked. Like Logan Paul works a strenuous schedule compared to you. What the hell?
You know, if you don't work harder, you work smarter.
Don't work. Yeah. Well, okay. I'll accept that. You know what, Bob? Arby's big new sponsor on the show here tonight, and I'm hoping our guest has had some of that stuff. I don't know. I'm going to make people think he has. Let's throw. There it is. Yeah, let's throw the big Arby's logo up there. Brand new, kind of brand new. Been with us a couple 3 weeks. So let's get their sponsorship up there. And I'm going to quote what I heard. You remember Hakeem Jeffries Bolin was on the show the other day?
I saw that.
What I heard. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he was. So I've heard. So people have been telling me. I heard Hakeem Jeffries. I was getting ready to watch the presidential thing, and then I realized, hey, I got something a little bit more important than that to do tonight. Hakeem Jeffries stole my opening line tonight. He says, "Mr. President, you got splaining to do," to quote the Lucy Show.
Ricky Ricardo.
We have a guest tonight who's got splaining to do, and I swear, y'all know where I am religiously. Y'all know where our guest is religiously. But I'll swear on a stack of bowling books over here, that is what I was going to say tonight. Mr. Guest, you have splaining to do, and then I'd be dadgum if Hakeem Jeffries, not the one related to me, stole my line tonight before I could even use it.
Your brother's name.
Right.
Yeah.
So, folks, if you do want to get in on the donations, all the ways to donate on tonight's show are there on the right side of your screen. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all of them. If you donate $100 a month for 3 months, if you average that, you will get your exclusive virtual Bolin's Outstanding Sport of the Show.
Mr. Cena has one of those that he's accumulated just in whoopie pies alone.
Exactly. And we're actually working at doing getting some quotes for physical boss cards. So that may even be an actual real reward you can get coming soon. But that's a ways down the road. So, Kenny, without further ado.
Yes.
The other man who has some splaining to do.
Yes, there's two men.
Father of the miscreant. He just gave up his Father of the Year award.
Yeah, no, that's gone.
John Cena Sr.
Sometimes it's just a kid.
Currently in the quad box.
We're going to give John the big box because
he was in the quad box there for a minute. The NFL Red Zone talks about the Octobox. There it is.
Does it spin?
Yeah, there it is. Now, Coltrane, you had seen Mr. Cena in the waiting room, the green room, so to say, and I buy a lot of stuff from Teemu. You were suggesting that Mr. Cena may have purchased that beautiful shirt there because I like it. I need to get one.
Oh, no,
from the Teemu. What makes you? Is yours from Teemu, or are you saying Cena's was?
No, mine is.
You're from Teemu.
Yes.
Because I bet Mr. Cena, I'm not trying to be degrading or insulting. I bet Mr. Cena not only does not know what Teemu is, nor can spell it correctly.
I think, Jason, that's what happens when you get a co-host from Teemu.
There's not one person I've ever seen across the world who can spell Teemu correctly. So, well, at least the way they like to spell it.
Or pronounce it.
But I'm a big shopper of the Teemu. And
they just give me free stuff. I can't stop.
Yeah, well, no, they're not giving you free stuff. They're not. It says spend $30, get 300. Now, what business, Mr. Cena, do you know they can stay in business, buy $30, get 300 for free, spin the wheel, and you win every time?
There is a lot.
That's how you bankrupt a casino, right there. Spin the wheel, you win every time.
Well, it's almost like phone cards. Remember, like if you had a certain amount, but you didn't use it for a while, it somehow like
yes, you lost your minutes.
It's kind of like that. So I just jump on it when it's hot, and, just I'll buy one thing that's expensive and then play those games and then get free shit.
Well, Eunice didn't finish her sentence. She says, "Nice to see Coltrane back, but especially after seeing his front." That's what she meant to say.
Good one, Jimmy.
Yeah, good.
I'm leaving now. It's Ash Wednesday tomorrow. I can't.
No, you can't. You can't participate in this. It's. Have we entered Lent yet?
But
Are
it's
we
Mardi
there?
Gras right now.
Tomorrow.
The Mardi Gras right now
with ashes.
So when does Lent start? Help me out.
With Ash Wednesday.
Because I was talking to Mango Jennifer today. Mango Jennifer is wanting us to boost her what do you call it? She's in some type of beauty contest where if she wins it, she gets a free trip back to the Philippines because she's a free agent now and she's got to pay her way back. So last I saw, she's winning this beauty contest in boats, and she says, "Well, I'm starving, I'm fasting." I said, "Well, you're Catholic." She says, "Yeah, but my kids also go to Baptist church." I said, "Okay, none of those people fast that I'm aware of." She says, "Well, I'm in Saudi Arabia." I said, "So you have to adopt their ways?" She says, "It's considered appropriate." So she's fasting, and she says, "I've converted to that religion."
Islam?
So yeah. So you learn all kinds of things as you go. You learn all kinds of things. So what else we got here? So Mr. Cena.
Real quick. Yeah, let me do this real quick for Mango. Let me share this.
Yeah, let's get that up there. We told her we'd promote it because Mr. Cena is still trying probably to come up with an answer.
So there's the screen. Mango
slightly
Jennifer,
above average looking woman. I think most of us
123 votes. You can see she's got twice as many as the runner-up. But you can vote once per day.
Once a day for free.
And then I'll put the link for her page there in the chat.
There it is.
Vote for her. You do have to log in with Facebook. So
early and often.
This beauty pageant is not brought to you by Arby's as it appears on the screen right now.
No, it's brought to you by Mango Jennifer Wants to Win.
Mango Jennifer Wants to Win. There you go. That should be the link. That should be the link.
And
she does. Trust me. She does.
She does.
She really wants to win. All right.
Now, Zach Bonifer says he sent a donation. Probably is a discounted donation. Knowing Zach Bonifer.
Okay, well, we have a carryover challenge before I announce his. We have a carryover challenge. George Captor from the Buffalo area, who by now lives in somewhere in Alabama. He won't tell me the exact city, and I don't want to know. He issued a $50 challenge that went unanswered the other night. He said, "We'll carry it over to the Cena show, and if somebody donates $50, I'll match it, and that's a $100 donation right off the bat to raise money for our Filipino families."
Wow.
And so we'll get that one right off the bat. And I got to switch glasses because these are mainly to keep glare out of my eyes. Yeah, what do I have here that will help me read? Now, I have those readers in my hand.
While you're looking for your glasses, why don't you give the fine folks at home a rundown on what we're raising money for tonight?
Well, let's see.
Lost track.
Daddy, I want a new motorcycle. No, it says my motorcycle needs an oil change. Okay, all right. Well, that'll be mentioned as we've already done it. We have Mela Lee needs rice and eggs. Eggs are not $17 a dozen in the Philippines. Strangely enough, you can get a dozen for $4. I'm sorry, you can get 30 eggs in the Philippines for $4.50. Name me the store you can do that in America in. There's not one. Even Aldi's gone from 83 cents a dozen not all that long ago to $5.99 a dozen, even at Aldi. And then if you want organic eggs, Mr. Cena, if you want organic eggs, you better have a gun and a mask and an attitude, because you're going to need all three of those things to get out. There are people selling individual eggs now I've been hoarding eggs. I've had the same dozen for quite some time. It's been a while. Hang on here. I'm looking.
And for $28.
Let's see. We have a $10.12 donation from Zach Bonifer. We have the $50 challenge by George Captor. He says he says the rules are one person has to match my $50 donation. If they do, I will donate $50. That's a $100 donation. Miss Nicole, we will not call her by her nickname tonight because Mr. Cena marries people for a living and or for charity, because you don't get paid for those, do you? You do get. He doesn't do it for charity. He's making a killing.
I'm making a killing. Yeah, I'm in a whole nother
maybe not a killing. Yeah. But Nicole,
actually, the weddings are free. The divorces he charges.
The divorces is where he makes the money at. Exactly. And everybody knows that 88% of all marriages end in divorce. They keep telling you 50%. They've been saying that since the 60s. It's 88%. I've looked it up. So Nicole has issued a $20 challenge. And I know Christian's going to be good for something, or I'm going to find out where he lives and send John Cena to it. Now, he'd want that. So
call it.
Who taught your son
Thank you.
that look he gave The Rock? Did you know he had that look in him? Mr. Cena.
Who taught him that look?
That look, because I managed him for a period of time. We worked in cahoots with each other for the better part of 3 years. You came down, did some shows with us.
I did.
I accused you of being a leech trying to move in on my property.
You did.
And we didn't speak for 25 years.
That's because you had the wrong information.
I had the wrong information. I
never hated him.
But man, that was a look. We all knew something bad might happen after that.
That was a very evil look as he hugged Cody Rhodes. I kind of looked and I said,
"Uh-oh."
Yeah. It's
This
either
isn't
going to
good.
be a Rhodes or it's going to be a Cena. And
yeah,
look what happened.
Yeah. Look what happened. Did you condone your son's actions? Because he might feel that this company owes him a little something, because this is my perspective. What I saw at the previous press conference when he said, I've given to this company for 25 years. And as a matter of fact, I think me, myself, and Mark Cuban and you should do a show sometime this year as the influential figures who launched John Cena's career. Because you'll remember Mark Cuban attached his name to that in the year 2000, give or take, at Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, the home of Pat McAfee. For those of you that know who that is, 25 years. And he more or less during that press conference said, I'm going to get mine. This is owed to me. That's what I read into it. He wasn't sitting there being hustle and, can't see me and all that stuff. He was sitting there saying, I'm going to get mine. When
you see a finish line.
And I kind of read into it. You might not like the way I get it. You might not like, but I'm going to get it. That's what I read into the first press conference. And then the opportunity comes up for another shot to get into WrestleMania. And he's there. And what I was very proud of is that came down, and I tied this into a show the other day. And I think people are mad that we've made this members only. Is it still members only? Because Facebook is only up for 10 minutes. We're forcing people to come to YouTube for this show. They might be mad we made this members only. Well, get over it. We got too many freeloaders out there to let them freeload tonight. I'm sorry, Filipinos, but 10 minutes live tonight on Facebook. Then you got to go to YouTube and get a membership if you want to participate. So that's how this is going to go. And or donate, because even if you're not a member, you can donate and ask a question. It's very easy. Smart people figure it out. Stupid people don't. Mr. Cena going, God dang, he's rough on the audience.
Yeah, boy.
I wonder where John learned to be an asshole at. I wonder where that came from.
Bowling Academy of Assholes, I think.
Bah.
I like that. We're gonna have to work on that logo. We're gonna have to work on that one. So I thought the groundwork was laid in that first press conference, and I'll tell you, what the smartest thing was done, and they're saying he had a flight, he had to get back, do a movie, this, that, and the other. I think the worst thing that could have been done was for John Cena to walk back to that. What do they call that? I think AEW calls it the scrum.
Yeah, it's just a press conference.
I hate that thing with a passion. Now, this is just me. There might be others of you out there that like it. Some of you that were never in the business that think it's great. Might be some of you. I don't talk to a lot of people in the business that like that. But the fact to march him back there and then smarten everybody up. And this is where I got a little irked at The Rock. The Rock should have left. He should have left with Cena. They should later. Flip him the bird if you have to. You've already broke out the F word. Flip him the bird and leave. And Triple H might have had to go out there, but he didn't have to, because in my opinion, Triple H could have said, woo, well, the man's uncontrollable, meaning The Rock. And he worked a deal that I didn't know anything about. And if people want to shit on it, let them shit on it. You don't have to smarten them up. And that's the part of it that disappointed me with The Rock, is I don't feel he had to do that, because John did the right thing. Whether he had to go back and make his movie immediately or not, he did. And I think John knew this is not the time. This is not the time. This is the moment that everybody's talking about. Did you see your son got featured on The Daily Show?
I did not.
Oh, well, he did. I think I sent you the link.
Oh, a picture.
The Daily Show dedicated about 8 to 10 minutes to that match, comparing it to what happened with Zelensky and if I'm probably saying his name wrong.
Oh, Zelensky and Trump.
Yes, they're comparing the evil of what happened in people's minds with what your son did. And the Daily Show must have spent 12 to 15 minutes on it.
Wow.
You have to see it. You got to see it. It builds up, and then they talk, and then they go to the Cena heel turn. And he got a lot of coverage on. If you'd have told me 25 years ago, and I think there was a Daily Show 25 years ago, had you told me that John Cena is going to be featured on the Daily Show one day, I'd have said, you're an idiot. How's that going to happen? Well, it happened. It happened. The Rock and John Cena were featured on the Daily Show, and Cody Rhodes.
Wow.
And all the points. But I think I sent you the link, and it is a lengthy segment.
I'll take a look
focusing on comparing two of the biggest days in television in a long time.
Well, and
one happened earlier that day, the other happened that night at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think John did it right. You don't want to explain yourself for days, weeks, probably 3 or 4 weeks, right? Because then it's going to be like, if you explain yourself immediately, you don't give anybody something to talk about.
Yeah.
You let them build up in their own minds, what could possibly have been there? What could The Rock have offered John? He's already a movie star. He's already got all this.
Both
stuff,
are probably two of the biggest movie stars, and both just happen to be wrestlers.
Right. Rock, on the other hand, Rock is very forthcoming about the difference between Dwayne Johnson and the Final Boss. As the Final Boss is a character he plays. He says so much in the press conference. That's why he can come out and be, hey, New Orleans, you're going to get WrestleMania. Yay, me. And then, by the way, y'all are a bunch of trailer trash STD carrying morons in the same promo, right? It's because he's just playing a character, and he's not even pretending otherwise. Where John at least kept the whole thing in. I mean, kayfabe's dead, right? But he maintained the kayfabe of, this is my new persona. This is what I've turned to, what I've become, and let people keep talking about it. And people have kept talking about it.
I'm going to tell you something else I'm sick of. And these goddamn, I'll clean it up for Mr. Cena.
Guests that come on our show and never talk. Is that what it is?
You hadn't cleaned up. Well, if you'd shut the F up, maybe Cena could get something in. How about that? How about that?
I'll try
that long rambling thing you just did that I didn't hear a word of.
You would never come back.
So, these reaction videos irked me to death. people
person that
record
was
themselves
on the
watching
side, like,
shit
reaction.
and then put on this phony ass reaction.
Yeah.
I could do it. Coltrane could do it. Bob could do it. And then they would be stupid still because they're stupid.
Even worse than that is when they just point.
But I see why they do it. They get hundreds of thousands of views to watch somebody react to something when they already know how they're going to. It's not like they haven't seen it. But now I'm going to tell you what the WWE is doing. And if Mr. Cena wants to disagree with me, I'm anxious to hear his take. The WWE is taking this to a new level because they now, and I can tell who they are. I know bad acting when I see it. I've been in wrestling for 32 years and viewing it way longer than that, but was in it for 32 years. I know bad acting when I see it. I know bad acting before I got in wrestling. I know bad acting long after I got out of wrestling. Mr. Cena, have you noticed that they focus now on facial expressions during the matches and reactions? And then when they show the highlights of the matches the next night, it's zoom ins on people that we have no the hell clue who they are. Oh, like they would really react to that at a show that they went to thinking is predetermined. Like they would really do some of the, and maybe for the Cena segment, because at least there is some shock and awe. Not a lot of people saw that coming. Few, if any.
Nobody.
But they now do it for everything. Oh, and it's the same 4 or 5 people during every show. There will be 4 or 5 like they're paid accessories to the WWE.
Guy that's every show.
Oh, there's one guy there that had the he had a blue shirt on, blue and yellow. I forgot what it was promoting. But they zoomed in on him, must have been 8 times to get his facial expression. One guy was making his facial expression, looking for the camera to make sure they had him doing his facial expression twice. And if it's obvious to me, it's obvious to others. I ain't the only one picking up on this. Is that we have paid people at ringside. Paul Heyman, to a degree, used to do this. It wasn't paid facial expressions. It was that he had the amateur crowd set on camera to teach the crowd who the bad guys and the good guys were and what to respond to and how to do it, either booing or cheering. And I said, Paul, that's 50 amateur students. Everybody knows who they are. They all go out and tell you who they are. They're aspiring wrestlers. And then they're sitting there dominating the show, taking up the best seats, taking up the camera time. So it's an advanced version of that, is that we've now taken these reaction videos and place them right into the middle of our television shows, and then they're in the recaps. And then they will actually show reaction videos of what Cena did. And
reactions.
I personally hate it, that it's not needed. We can take people, and you know what started all this? Do you remember that little girl? I forget what happened. Somebody out there remembers. That little girl that made that very angry face when something happened on TV.
The Miz won the championship, yeah.
Wouldn't it be another OVW guy? But when that little girl with a real reaction hated what the Miz did, little 8-year-old wasn't no hired actor. That was her reaction. She didn't like what she saw. Well, now we got paid people at ringside to do react. And the one was he was looking for the camera to make sure his reaction was being recorded, and then would smile when he knew he was on camera. So not only are they hiring bad people to do it, but people that don't know what the hell they're doing, if that's what you're supposed to do.
Remember when
just my opinion. Well, it's not
I
don't even think it's opinion. I think it's an absolute fact that this is being done. But what is your opinion, Mr. Cena? Do we have to go that far to get a reaction on camera at a wrestling show? Normally, cheers and boos are good enough, in my opinion.
Theater's theater.
Theater.
Theater's theater. So if it enhances the product, or the majority of people are so wrapped up in what they're looking at, they don't pay as much attention to that facet as you do, or I would.
Yeah.
Or Bob. We kind of look at this stuff and go, man, are they crazy? We've seen this how many times in the same place, same guy. But when you're wrapped up in the action, all you see is people screaming. You see the face, you see the action, and then you don't think twice about it. It's the way I look at it, it's good theater.
That's where me and Cornette and various others, and Cornette even far worse than me, will have a tendency to nitpick something that no one else would even notice.
I would agree.
Because Jimmy would see a match and we'd come back and we'd all think it was really good. And then Jimmy would just nitpick that damn thing to death. I said, Jimmy, the great thing is there wasn't one viewer at home that knew any of the shit you're talking about. They saw something, they liked it, and they have no idea you're sitting back here bitching about what they just saw.
Yeah,
but I think this is going to be noticed. I truly think people are going to realize people are being paid to give facial expressions. It's that badly done, in my opinion. I get it. Theater's theater. I get it. But but good theater is good theater. So if you're going to hire people to do this, don't have them looking for the camera and then smiling when they realize they got on camera. There's 20,000 people in the building. In this case, 38,000. And you think you're the one that's going to get on camera? And you know you're the one that's going to get on camera? And people are going, my God, he's that hot about that.
I think you're overestimating the intelligence of the average wrestling fan.
I know. I very well could be.
Well, once again, you have a hyped up crowd. You have a TV show.
I'm going to throw out Facebook.
Yeah, they got to hang 30 minutes
using
tonight.
a Teemu
Facebook
service.
Oh,
yeah.
What are you, a rock fan, Coltrane? You got a kid last night? Was that you Saturday night? When you?
That was me pretending to be. No.
Only
about 5 inches too short.
Waiting on Christian's donation. I don't think it's come yet. Let's see here. Christian has sent a donation. I've been sitting there giving Christian shit. Christian has donated and has made a $25 challenge. So we got the $50 challenge from George Captor, but we have to get 50 in order to get that. Christian has issued a $25 challenge to anybody that would like to do that. Speaking of Teemu, I just got a notice from Teemu wanting to know if I got my furniture covers. Well, you can't read. It's Teemu for future references there, Mr. Cena. Teemu, in case you ever get quizzed on how to spell Teemu. Now you know. And give me the big screen for a minute, because this is my first night. I saved it for the debut of the John Cena show here tonight. I have my new furniture covers. It used to be teal and black. And give me full screen for a minute. Just full. I want everybody to see this.
Let the man shine, Bob. Let him shine.
Yeah, let me shine. Let me shine. Cena came in here to see my living room tonight. It's the only reason he's here.
I'll do it because he fell off completely.
Yeah, he's a bad internet. Look at, okay, here, let me move out of the way a little bit. All right, that is my new furniture covers from Teemu. I figured I could either order new furniture that would cost a lot of money, or for a grand total of $75, I could get these matching covers for the sofa, the love seat, the chair, and as you see, these. Well, my chair blocked it. You know, see, the sofa's got it too, and I'm going to show Mr. Cena a new feature we've got here. Bob and I upgraded our cameras. Coltrane's not on enough to concern himself about it.
I'm back.
give me a second here. If our damn camera will come up, that would be that figures. Why is it not coming up? Well, I was going to show him a new. I might have to go back to it later. I don't know. Maybe Bob's internet is affecting mine. Did I freeze up too?
Yeah, you're completely frozen.
You're frozen.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, let me kick out and come back in as well.
All right. Seems like every time we're on here, it winds up just being you and me, huh, John?
I don't know. It should be our show.
Should be.
Our show.
We said that last time, didn't we?
The CNC show. We can do it, man. We can do it.
Absolutely.
Listen, the first thing I want to say is he really didn't pay for those friggin' covers, did he? Did you take a look at that, Chip?
If he did, it was like $2.50.
He looked like you get a zebra on every goddamn.
I was going to ask, because is it the zebra thing we're looking at?
What zoo did you get those covers from, Bolin? You got screwed.
Went in the middle of the night and just flipped the latch so they can.
I haven't seen the dogs around lately, so we got to worry about that.
Really?
Man,
how's life been for you?
Oh, that guy is something else. I tell you, he's just.
He is.
I think it's our show. They're gone. It's you and I. So what do we do? Let's make it interesting.
Let's do it.
What do you want to do? Go for it.
Well, he's back, so I guess we can. Well, no, let's just talk. How's your channel doing with the barbecue and all that stuff?
The cooking show is doing great. Great. I'm going to do another episode this Saturday. We're having some fun with that. it's not public yet, so we're not public on this shit, are we? This public thing? Are we public with this?
For 10 people.
Oh, well, we really don't want to.
Maybe wait until after we get all. Yeah.
Yeah. I got a little special surprise that the other day that I didn't expect, which is going to be kind of nice. It'll be kind of fun. Outside of that, staying busy with the wrestling, doing the weddings, just enjoying the dream. That's, because life's a movie. It's only a freaking movie. It's just a movie.
It really is. It's like the Matrix,
Yeah, it did.
That's the way I think about it. None of this is real. That's the way I think.
Well, I got my stuff fixed there for a minute. People are writing me telling me that they're having trouble getting in to see the show tonight.
Oh,
because we had 207 viewers for Little Jimmy LeBeau. We had 130 for Mr. Kennedy. So this has been a highly anticipated show with everybody writing me telling me they're wanting to see it. And they said they're having trouble getting through to the show. So I don't know what the hell's going on.
Are we still members only?
Coltrane and I figured it out. There's only 5 viewers.
Well, there's 10 now. So.
Well, we had
9 on YouTube.
We had 25 till you showed those zebra seat covers.
Oh, is that what
killed
the territory?
You really didn't
kill the town.
I killed the town with the zebra seat covers.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, now it's down. So something's wrong. Something's bad wrong. I don't know what it is.
I'm waiting for this commercial.
We can't get. I think we averaged 188 for Little Jimmy LeBeau, a fictional character. We had 130 some odd for Mr. Kennedy. I did a show that got 120 something for nothing. Once we doubled our subscribers, we went from 4,800 to over 10,000. And now people are telling me they're having trouble even getting to the show. In my inbox, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
30 seconds for this commercial to get over if I can see.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're seeing commercials in the middle of the show?
Yeah, as soon as you come in, you get like a minute of commercials before you can even get in.
See, people know John Cena's on, and YouTube's doing something to my show. They're trying to commercialize the show.
It's been going on for about a month.
Oh, has it really?
Get YouTube Premium, and you wouldn't have to worry about those ads.
Yeah, if you drop the $13 on YouTube Premium, you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, that's all you got to do. That solves that for those bitching about that.
Right, so I'm going to kick out Facebook.
Yeah, something is wrong.
And I've just changed the show to subscribers only. So
change it to see if that helps. Maybe
I just changed the show to subscribers.
You just changed it.
Okay, it's up now.
Yeah, something is not right.
You did whatever you did.
Well, it's a good thing Mr. Cena's coming back on Thursday. Maybe we'll get all this shit fixed by then. But something, I don't know.
Have a great night. I'm gonna go have a cigar.
Now, have you heard personally from John since he went back to film his movie, which is in Hungary? Correct? Is he in Hungary doing that?
As far as I know, he wasn't hungry, but according to what has been said, he jumped the plane and went to Africa to film. So
Africa, okay. Well, maybe they changed locations. The first time I heard
he was filming a comedy.
First time I heard it was filming a movie about Matchbox, the cars. I think
that's correct. So my theory is that they've changed location for the shoot. You know how they do. Yeah. So I would assume
filming 2 movies at once, which
I would think only one, because Dwayne made it very clear in his little speech that he thought it was admirable that John did what he did, and he got in a plane and he flew back to Africa to pick up where he started shooting, and he is going to fly back and forth.
Right. Oh my. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Because
so what is the next pay-per-view that John? Will that be Mania? I guess. Is that the next time we see John?
The next pay-per-view is Mania. There's reports that he may be on SmackDown toward the end of March.
Toward the end of March.
He's going to be doing, I believe, in the tour. Isn't it going to be London, Australia, and what's the other one?
Isn't it Belgium or something like that?
There are 3.
Mr. Cena Sr. just
right there.
Mr. Cena Sr. just exposed the fact that John Cena does not have the power I thought he had because he has to go to Australia.
Well, they just came back from there not that long ago.
I think it is. I just saw that he
was RJ from Australia watching the show right now.
Connections, buddy.
I thought he was booked for 3 shows. prior to Mania.
Could be. That's a lot of flying.
Not
only a lot of planing, but a lot of flying.
You got a nice plane. It's not that bad. I'm thinking coach.
No.
I bet he's not flying coach.
Maybe Black Hawk helicopter, but I guarantee you he's not doing coach.
I've been in first class once in my life.
Have I ever been first class?
Welcome to the club.
I want to do it every time.
I haven't flown that much, but if I flew first class, because I normally like to fly in the back of the plane, because I like to be out of everybody's way. I like my own space. And normally if you get the last seat on the plane, there's only one seat there. So there is nobody that can sit next to you. So I would strategically ask for the last seat at the back of the plane. Then if the tail breaks off, I ain't gonna know anything about it anyway. And but no, I normally request that. But otherwise, I want a window seat because I never have to go to the bathroom. So let the poor people with no bladder have the aisle seat. And I prefer the window seat anyway. And for whatever reason, I like to be close to the wing. Whenever planes go down, if the wing is nearby, you got a fighting shot to float somewhere. So I'm always thinking, Mr. Cena, of the worst things that you shouldn't be. And that's why Jimmy has to Xanax up before he would get on a plane, because he's thinking about all those things too, but not about survival. It's certain death, and I don't want to be awake when it happens. I'm trying to figure out, well, how am I going to get off this damn thing if shit goes south?
You just break your own neck as you're going down.
Probably would. I don't know. So yeah, something screwed for us to have Mr. Kennedy, little Jimmy LeBeau, and then the most anticipated show we've done in a long time. And then we have no more. And there could be some people that were upset that we were members only, or maybe we haven't done a members only in so long. It triggered something in the algorithms because now YouTube knows that they're not going to make their damn money when it's running commercials during a live show. I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, if I were to log out and come back in, it would start.
Yeah, makes you watch commercials again.
Yep.
Okay,
it's always about 57 seconds.
Well, Paul RJ got through down in Australia, so that's good. And hopefully this will all be corrected by the time we do the Thursday show and figure out what the hell's going on. Because
Mania, Backlash, Money in the Bank is in Toronto.
Yeah,
Cleveland, Bash in Berlin in August.
Survivor Series, where's that?
That is in Chicago.
There you go.
Going to happen there now.
Now, I would like to think that the State of the Union address is not taking that many of our viewers away. Would I be correct in assuming that? I mean, I know
that's circus time, man.
It is circus time. I know there's a certain amount of people. I mean, even I would be watching if I wasn't doing this, but I would be amazed that our fan base, who was sometimes rather shit than talk politics, we have some that will, and many that just ignore it. I would be blown away that our fan base would be picking that over this tonight. Something is not adding up.
Is there another big event sports-wise? I can't think of it.
Kentucky was beating the dog crap out of LSU tonight. LSU is going to have a losing record this year with a conference. They got 3 conferences. What happened to LSU? But you don't really follow college sports much, do you, Mr. Cena?
No, I don't.
He doesn't follow.
You don't really follow sports much at all, do you?
No, I don't.
Hockey, the king of sports.
Well,
you are.
Let's not get carried away.
No, I don't. Hockey, I'm interested once in a while. I don't mind a basketball game, but I don't follow a whole lot of sports. I do not.
Do you love him enough to get a membership and make a donation to help our families tonight, being as our numbers are down tonight due to something being screwed up? Do you love him enough to do that?
You open your mouth.
And I'll tell you what, if you're ever in Louisville, Kentucky, the next time Mr. Cena sends me a box of those lovely whoopie pies. I had requests for your soda today, Mr. Cena. A guy wrote me and wanted to know if I had a link to where he could order your sodas. And I said, you know what? I think he sells them individually. I don't know that he sells them directly out of a link or anything.
I used to have a website, and I used to sell my cigars out of there because I had somebody roll cigars for me. I used to sell my whoopie pies, not whoopie, the soda out of there, chocolate cigars out of there, and some other stuff. Yeah. I stopped that website. It should be shut down. So the only way to get the soda, and the reason I stopped the soda was it's so expensive to ship.
Oh, it's
really
because
I've noticed even when you send me your whoopie pies, for you to send me and I'd like to say I feel bad about it, but those damn whoopie pies are good. When you send me 4 whoopie pies, it's $19.88. If there's a cheaper way to send them, sir, you do that.
Well, no, I want you to get them fresh. You don't want to get them with that.
Well, I know, but another couple of days ain't gonna matter. I wouldn't.
Well, we have a brand new flavor.
Oh, well, my favorite right now. You want to hear my favorite? I bet you already know my favorite. What's my favorite?
What did I forget? What I sent you?
You've sent me the chocolate, the banana,
probably chocolate,
the caramel apple.
Yep.
Caramel apple sounds good.
That sounds good.
Yeah, the caramel apple's the shit. Man.
I sent you the Bananarama.
Yeah, I did get one banana. I got one banana. I got 2 Bananaramas. I got 2.
Choco got 2 Bananaramas.
But I got some bad news.
3 banana 4.
By the way, my son sends his love, and unfortunately, due to an accident he was in, he has not been able to make it over to enjoy any of those pies as of yet. They keep because Mr. Cena told me they only have a shelf life of a couple weeks.
Yes,
unless you refrigerate them.
You can freeze
them.
I
refrigerated them, and what I did is I microwaved them for 30 seconds, and they were pretty good.
Oh,
that's what I did. Well, I take that back. 15 seconds. It was 15 seconds.
Oh,
to put a little juice back in it, and I thought it turned out good that way.
Well, the new flavor is spumoni. It's a strawberry and a chocolate, strawberry on top, chocolate on the bottom, with a pistachio cream filling. That is outstanding. Outstanding.
Now, guys, these whoopie pies, this ain't this shit you get at Kroger or anything. These are half-pound cream filled. They're half-pound, right? They're 8 ounces each.
Is. We don't have
I got one. I got one left.
It's like a moon pie.
You got one. You got one what left?
Bigger.
One left. I did a show Saturday. I brought 24 with me. I only have one left, and it happens to be caramel apple.
I bet you eating pizza from somewhere right now.
Well, he's probably got
he's got a picture of himself standing next to Ric Flair. That wasn't free. Woo!
Well, we know why he's broke. God knows what that picture cost him. All right.
Yeah. I can give you an idea.
Probably so. God, what? So you can say I didn't steal the whole show. Each of you get a quick question for Mr. Cena. Go ahead.
How much is a caramel apple whoopie pie with shipping and handling to Texas?
I know what they are.
You should see the size of these things. They're a half pound.
Yeah, they're half pound.
Half pound, 8 ounce whoopie pie.
I mean, I have to eat them in 3 segments. You know, you don't sit down and eat. I guess you could. I mean, Coltrane.
Some people that could.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people that can sit down and eat the whole thing, but I normally eat half at one sitting, half at another. To make it last longer, I've been known to do it in 3s.
1 second, Moniz?
She's still there.
Yeah,
I heard she left you. I heard she left you when the Cena thing happened.
I heard that she left him, but that he kept pulling her back in.
Right in. You didn't get to see her, right?
Oh no, I didn't get to see her.
Mystical, magical Miss Moniz.
The sweet love of our life.
The sweet love of our life.
Yeah.
Well, she may come back. She may not come back.
I can go all day without.
Oh, that's my pug. Now it's my pug.
Now it's your pug. Okay.
My pug's here. What's up,
now,
Vinny?
were you guys watching live when all this went down with John? Were you all watching live? It happened very late.
Yeah, I watched live.
But Cena's a night owl like I am.
Leave the ring. Something will.
Me and Cena will text each other at 1:00 in the morning. He's bad as I am sometimes.
So Kenny, I understand that you had the one. There we go.
Look at the size of that SOB.
Oh yeah,
it's like a hamburger.
And they don't skimp on the cream either. And I'm telling you,
caramel apple whoopie pie.
Well, that's been my favorite so far. But that strawberry sounds like you could ravel it, and Bananarama ain't bad. And the last one I had was actually I had it in my refrigerator quite a while. About 2 weeks ago, I had that last chocolate one. That's how long I kept it refrigerated.
Wow. No,
yeah, that is wild.
We have 24 flavors right now.
24?
24 flavors. We have lemon.
I've had chocolate, Bananarama, caramel apple. What's another one you may have sent?
Peanut butter blast.
I haven't had peanut butter. That sounds good.
Peanut butter blast, original whoopie pie, lemon blueberry whoopie pie, pistachio whoopie pie, strawberry
I haven't tried.
Strawberry rhubarb whoopie pie, Peach
Strawberry
cobbler,
rhubarb. God dang.
peach cobbler. Let's see what else we've got made up in there. Mint.
Well, you would have to get a bank loan to send me all your pies. Good Lord. So because if I'm not divulging too much, I think your cost is close to $4 a pie, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah,
It is.
So he's got to sell a little bit, and make a profit.
When I go to the wrestling shows, it's what I usually do is I'll say to the people doing the concession, you can pay me for what I paid for them and sell them yourself, which one group did. And I can't believe they got $7 a piece.
Oh, wow. 7 each. My God, yeah. Well, I tell you what, if you're ever going to pay for $7 to put something sweet in your mouth, that's what it ought to be on right there.
I charge
this got to be heaven. This really look.
Yeah. I mean, you know my religious beliefs, but if there is a heaven, it involves these whoopie pies.
See that nice cream in there?
Oh my God!
It just tastes like a caramel apple. It's amazing.
Jennifer Benitez, mango. Jennifer wants to know if you have a mango whoopie pie that you can send to Saudi Arabia.
We might
probably send that for under $100.
Open that bad boy up.
Yeah, it probably costs $1 million to send it, but we'll do it.
You might need your son's box office to be able to ship it.
I don't know.
I'm making that request right now in honor of Mango Jennifer, who's leading in her beauty contest to get a free ride back to the Philippines. Let's request a mango version of your whoopie pie.
I don't know if I can do that or not, because when we bake them off,
look how fresh that is.
Oh my God!
You have to have enough to.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
You know I'm not close to Cena right now, because if so, I'd bust his door down and beat him up for that pie, or at least I'd try. He might put up a hell of a fight, though. He might put up a hell of a fight. Stop it! Quit overselling the pie. Quit getting that reaction video going.
His finger.
Oh my God, the pie's so good.
That's enough to make me turn heel.
Yeah, I bet it is.
That's what it was. That's what the Rock gave.
So why would it be difficult to add the mango pie to your list of exorbitant pies?
Because you see, when you try to create a whoopie pie, you want to create something that people will react and want to buy. You want to buy. So
I'll buy a mango pie.
Well, there's one.
I've been trying to pay for mango for quite some. Oh, you mean the pie? Okay, my bad.
Yeah. So when you make those whoopie pies, you know, I have to order at least 25 to 30 or 40 at a time.
Of each.
Mango is not a popular flavor.
Yeah, I would say no.
Sorry, Mango. That's right.
We did a. I said I wanted something in honor of Elvis.
Yeah.
So we did a hunka
peanut butter and jelly pie, right? Peanut butter jelly banana pie.
We had 2 banana cakes.
There you go.
Inside peanut butter filling.
There you go.
Bacon.
Oh! Now you've lost me. But he did do that.
Almost had to sit on that to be able to bite it, don't you?
Yeah, he did do that. I would have, because he was known for the fried peanut butter, jelly, and banana sandwiches.
Right.
Now I'm going to see what my device knows about that sandwich. Computer, how many calories are in a fried peanut butter, banana, and jelly sandwich? Mike.
Bet you my ChatGPT comes up with it quicker.
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, according to nutritionists, about 390 calories.
Bullshit. Gotta be way
Depending on the kind of bread that you use.
I'm gonna have 2 of them tonight if that's the case.
It's bacon too, though, isn't it?
Bacon. We have a bacon. That's really.
Yeah, I didn't even throw the bacon. I didn't even throw the bacon in, but he was known for eating fried peanut, and I've had them. My mother used to make those when he was a kid. And when we was kids, me and my sister didn't gain that much weight when we'd eat the peanut butter jellies, banana sandwiches, fried in butter. But as you get older, it's probably recommended you don't make many of those.
So,
Eric, what is your excuse that you never donate and never get a badge? Are you also financially strapped as well? This is pretty much what this show is, Mr. Cena, is that we shame those that have no badge. But yet want to come in here. Hang on here. It looks like we had a late donation come through. We know who it didn't come from. TC from the NC has made a $10 challenge for the broke ass bitches, is what he said. So for those broke ass bitches, Mango's watching the show. She's disappointed to know that there will be no mango pie. She's a little disappointed about that. Womp, womp,
I checked
womp.
Chat GPT and it says the total estimated calories is actually between 550 and 720.
That sounds a little more like it because I didn't factor in the butter either. I didn't mention the butter.
Yeah, butter is only.
Now, it's an amazing sandwich. I can see why Elvis liked them because this king also loved the peanut butter fried sandwich.
But you're talking toasted, right?
Oh yeah. Well, no, not
deep
toasted.
fried.
It's fried in a pan of butter.
Kind of like
And
a
you
grilled
fry,
cheese
and you
sandwich.
fried for a couple minutes, and you flip it over and fry it in that butter for another
Toasted.
couple
That's-
minutes until it's
that's
brown
toasted.
on both sides.
Yeah,
It's
when I'm
basically the grilled cheese version of a peanut butter. Yeah, it's the grilled cheese version. However you would make a grilled cheese version. God,
I feel
for
like I need
Mr.
to blow it
Cena,
up.
I'll throw this up. You never donate, you never get a badge. Don't answer the question until he donates. Everyone knows the good you do over here. That's probably. Oh, so you're over here. Are you in the Philippines? Your numbers are up since they used to show.
Eric's head.
Well, you never mind. I already know who you are because you're not in the Philippines, and I'm the one that told that story. So you exposed yourself. You're not in the Philippines. The good I do. It's a freeloader. Let's see here.
By the way, before I forget, have you tried the new 0-calorie blackberry Dr. Pepper?
I haven't found it yet. I've heard about it. I haven't found it yet.
Is it good?
But I do have a surprise. I got something I'm going to drink on the Thursday night show with Mr. Cena. And hopefully we're not going head to head with the State of the Union or anything. Is this not early for a State of the Union? It seems to me we would do that after 100 days.
It's not a State of the Union address.
It's like an address to Congress.
It's just a joint address to Congress.
Oh, okay.
But since it's his first joint address,
I would rather go out there and do that meeting when the stock market hasn't dropped 1,200 points in 2 days. That's when I would rather address the people.
As usual, I pulled out just in time.
That's not what your daughter said.
Not what your kids tell me. Yes,
Those were plans.
That's it.
That's a technical foul.
Now we're having a cigar. We'll be buying a cup of coffee.
That's intentional right there is how that shit went down. As a matter of fact, the lady, by the way, Mr. Cena, I think you know this because I think I sent you some information on it. We are now officially, and throw up my new logo, Bob, if we have it wherever we can throw it, because Bob helped me design it. We are now officially a 501c3. We're just waiting on our tax exemption number. We paid all of our fees. We tried this a few years ago and it was going to run us like $7,000 to do it. But a friend of mine who works for the government, or at least she does for a few more days, until she gets her notice. She helped me get my 501. What's that now?
I say you're just full of joy. Everything you said out of your mouth has been negative, more negative, and the shit just gets higher and deeper. It's like by
negative, do you mean I feel bad for people that are losing their jobs in the stock market crash? For those of us that have money in the stock market,
what a happy guy! See the joy he just brought.
How much money do you have in the stock market? And how much did you lose today?
He said it with a
joy
smile.
he puts out into
See what mood you're in. See what
There's
mood
the
you're in. There's that beautiful new logo. Look at the positivity on this new logo here. Well, that's not the new logo. That's not Bowling Services Inc.
That's not the equal, right?
Well, it's in the badge name. The badge you put out's got that. But we're now Bowling Services Incorporated. We're now officially a nonprofit organization, and we were told as long as we raise less than $50,000 a year, which so far we're on track to do that.
I think we'll be
as long as we raise under $50,000 a year, our fees are paid up. Now, if we exceed that, we have to like double those fees.
There's the ink one.
There it is, Bowling Services. Oh, there it is, right there. Bowling Services Incorporated. Bob designed the logo for me. We just enhanced it over the old logo, which was stolen from Battle Royale, and so from now on, once we have the tax exemption number to send those that make the larger donations, and because some people on here donate about $100 a month. That's how you get those badges anyway. And we had one guy, Donald Flowers. I don't see him watching tonight. Maybe he had to work. Between buying autographed pictures and making donations, he donated over $400. He bought some autographed pictures for me to help me pay those fees. And also made some donations during the show and made some nice challenges. So we appreciate Donald for doing that. You said you're good for a nice donation, and let's throw yours out there. You want to do that Thursday or Friday? Because let's make it public and let everybody know what you're doing.
Let's do it Thursday.
Thursday
$100
night?
challenge.
$100 challenge from the Coal Train on Thursday night. Which Mr. Cena, do you still plan to come back, or have we talked you into not coming yet?
No.
If I'm here, he's coming.
Listen, I'll probably go and get another 10 or 15 whoopie pies so I can sit here and make you angry.
Well, you've already done
Just
that.
eat 'em as you talk to him.
Because, see, I thought you were just wanting to promote the pie, but no, that was not your intention.
No.
You break it apart. You show me the center.
Show the ooey
You
gooey.
make the face. You did everything you could to piss me off that you had a whoopie pie and I didn't.
Look at that,
And it
huh?
was my favorite. Oh,
Listen. It's enough to make you sell your soul and go heal. It's like, wow.
it is enough to make me sell my soul. It really is. Now, when he sends them, he sends me 4 at a time, and I swear it's like hoarding eggs right now because you don't want to eat the next one because you want them to last longer. But get the freshness, you really need to eat them within that 2-week period.
Yeah.
And but so I put one in the fridge and saved it for hard times. And there was a day I felt I needed a whoopie pie.
Hard times, baby.
And oh my God, they are so good.
They're really good frozen. If you take the original or the
no, I haven't frozen it yet. I just refrigerated mine.
it's like eating an ice cream sandwich. It's really, really good. And as
Oh
far
my
as
God. Okay. Well, there's an
far as
idea.
it
eggs
Eggs.
go, I don't worry about eggs. I get 21 laying hens out back here.
Just like our
They're pretty expensive
Filipino
to keep
fans.
up.
Yeah, the Filipino fans, they're doing fine with eggs. If you got $4.50, they can get 30 eggs.
Yeah, well,
I don't know, but there are stores now selling, Bob. They're selling individual eggs. I used to make 2 eggs and 2 pieces of sausage sometimes to get extra protein. The doctor's got me on a big protein diet right now. As a matter of fact, I had a 30 milligram protein shake before the show started tonight. See, our numbers are going up because apparently the speech is winding down over there. So the numbers are going up a little bit.
It's been an hour. He's only into the first third of his speech.
Oh God, yeah, he could go a 90-minute draw tonight. You never know.
listen,
All right, well we have a
House.
$50 challenge out there by
Got a full house.
George Captor that has gone unanswered so far. We got a $20 challenge. We got a $10 challenge from TC from the NC. So. But Todd says he's under financial straps. Eric exposed himself. Eric is not a bit more in the goddamn Philippines than I am. Eric, the hedge trimmer from the Philippines.
No, Eric.
And he thinks the four of us are stupid enough to believe that.
Do they actually have hedges in the Philippines?
Well, the fact he's not watching on Facebook tells us he's not in the Philippines.
Yeah, you go.
That tells us right there that you're not a good worker. Me and Cena only acknowledge the good workers. That's what we do.
He looks like
When is the last time you saw your son live at an event? There's a good question that I just come up with.
Last time I saw John live at an event,
Yeah, because I can't remember how often he comes to the Boston area. I guess he's been there, and
I have not. I must be at least a couple of years.
Mm,
Yeah, it's been a long
Damn.
time. It's been a long, long time.
damn. Well, that would be fun for you to get to do that on this final tour. Are there any dates scheduled for Boston or anywhere near there? Madison Square Garden, I guess, is coming up, but I doubt he's on that one.
They're talking about the last match, which is, and it's all hearsay. So nobody take this. Oh, John Cena Sr.
Because you thought that
It's
would have
already
been a
on Sports
WrestleMania,
Media.
but he's not hanging around long enough for 2 WrestleManias. So we got this one, and so yeah, it's interesting. What do you think the last match will be?
I think the last match will be a ruthless aggression match. The way we started is the way I'm going out.
That's the way it should be. I agree with that. That's a good idea.
If I were in his shoes, and I'm not, obviously, I would probably choose Boston.
What I would do,
because that's my hometown. However, my thought would be WWE doing what's best for business,
Mhm.
Madison Square Garden has 138 more seats than Bank North in Boston. So the question becomes, where would you have your biggest draw? What do you think?
Now, wait a minute. How many more seats does Madison Square Garden have?
I think Boston has 19,000, and
Yeah.
I think Madison Square Garden has 19,138. 200. Right
So
around
we're
there.
really going to make a decision over 138 seats?
I guess it's going to be wherever they feel.
$1,000 a seat. That's $138,000.
Yep. So
do you know what $138,000 is to either John Cena or the WWE?
Yeah, it's
still don't want
it's who gives a shit money. I want
That's
to
a
wrestle with
donation.
Boston. Yeah, that's a donation. That's a
Have
donation.
you checked the seat prices at WrestleMania?
Yes.
I have not.
It's crazy.
You know what? I just sat back. Somebody said to me, I think the scalpers have bought all the front row tickets, and I'm going, you got to be
You know they have.
$21,000 for a seat. And I saw one at $78,000. And that's for two seats.
My stepfather did
like $5,000.
My stepfather didn't teach me a whole hell of a lot. One of the things he taught me, if you ain't got the cash, you can't afford it. Right. I eventually adopted that when I put $10,000 on a credit card, and then saw the interest that they wanted me to pay. And then I worked hard at Humana for 3 months, earned my $10,000, paid off that damn credit card, and I never had an actual credit card again. Smart. Because I abused it. And at that time, didn't have the willpower. And my stepfather said, if you ain't got the cash, you can't afford it. Now, obviously, there's a lot of things that some people can't get if you don't save your cash real good. Well, I'm now 65. There's not anything on this planet Earth that I want that I can't buy, but I don't want that much. So that simplifies it. I could buy a brand new car if I wanted one, but I never gave a shit. I don't drive enough to justify a brand new car. I've got a Volvo that I've got a grand total of $7,000 wrapped up in between buying the car and doing the repairs, and it drives like a brand new car. Well, when you only drive 3,000 miles a year, Mr. Cena, how good of a car do you need?
You don't. As long as it starts and runs, that's all you need.
Yeah, reliably. At my age, I don't need to be broke down on the side of the road either. That's why we spent the money to fix everything. If there's something wrong, fix it, is what we told them. And fortunately, if I'd had any other mechanic do it, it'd probably run me $12,000. But I had an honest mechanic that took care of me for years and years. At least honest enough, they didn't make as much money as some mechanics would have made. So I'm sure they made something, obviously. I don't want them to do it for free. But
look at the ticket prices right now. And for 100th level C111, $35,769 each.
All right, here's the thing. The other thing Pop told me is that some people got more money than they got goddamn sense. And I have made buying decisions, Mr. Cena. There's been times that me and you've met my family. There's been times that me and my son and Maya would talk about going to Olive Garden. And Olive Garden, for us to go there, would be about $75 for the three of us. And then you leave a tip. You might be looking at $90 to $100, give or take. And I said, well, we could do that. Or we can sit here and eat cheap at the house, and we can feed two families. Back then we could feed two families in the Philippines for 30 days for that same $100. What do we want to do? Oh, okay. Well, shit, you look at it that way. Let's eat at home. Let's feed a couple of families of 4 for 30 days, buy them rice and eggs. It's not much choice, but at least they're eating, which is the purpose of this show. Make sure they have some damn food. And when you look at the money being dropped on wrestling tickets, and not only to help Filipino families, whoever it is you want to help, the money that the things you could do was $78,000 because you're throwing it away. The goddamn thing's televised.
Oh, yeah.
Are the memories worth that much that you have to drop $80,000, which what's the average salary in the United States? It's probably, I bet you the average salary is well under 30 or right around 35 to 40. Well, I'm below average then, or at least I am now. Well, let's base it on people my age that are on permanent disability. That is 8 years worth of money. That's 8 years worth of money.
The absolute
to go to one wrestling match.
The cheapest dirt cheap ticket is $364.
And where is that? Way up on the nosebleed, right?
It gotta be
up for
moon seats.
It's in the parking lot.
Yeah, it's at the very top.
You get to see it on the jumbotron outside on the screen.
Pretty much.
Which, you know what? There's money to be made there.
Oh yeah.
Some of these stadiums have these big giant screens outside the stadium, just so they can say they were at the event. If you had the picture quality to get by with it, and the things are being shown at night anyway, let them gather in the damn parking lot and charge them $100. And God knows how many people you could put in the parking lot to watch it on the big screen in the parking lot of the event.
Well,
they do that for
all I
Vegas
know is if
put it on two sides of the building, and my God, and count that towards your attendance because they're sold tickets.
all I can say
90,000 inside.
If his last match is in Boston, you won't be able to get a ticket. You won't be able to get a ticket.
Oh no, of course not. But you know what? What time of year is Ruthless Aggression? Because I have a great idea.
I would think his last match would be sometime in December.
Oh, well, that would suck. That would suck because my idea was it ain't like it ain't been done before. My guess was have it outside at the Patriots Stadium.
Oh,
but December might be a little too. October, you can probably get by with that. December might be pushing you luck. Are there any? Well, now we might have to look at a dome stadium because he's going to sell out a dome too.
Well, there's nothing
pick a dome. He's going to sell it out. But we don't have it. We've got the Carrier Dome up in New York. That easily holds 35,000, 40,000.
Not enough people.
Well, if you're going to do it in a dome, it's not enough.
No, they're going to say. I mean, you're looking at 19,000, and I mean that would be insane. And I could just see that. Somebody said to me, "Well, if he comes to Boston or New York for his last match, we'll get tickets." I said, "Let me tell you something.
No,
not because it's my son, but as soon as they announce those tickets are on sale, I'm sure
they're all gone. They're all gone.
Gold. Yep,
they're all gone.
Yep.
You will be lucky. You'll have to go backstage because you won't get a ticket."
Well, Mark Henry was saying they're saying no comps to a lot of these big events now.
I've heard that.
They don't want to comp anything. It's pretty tough. And you know what? Can you really blame them? Because some people took advantage of that.
Oh,
yeah. And I think
Cousins coming.
Yeah. Well, when you got a 200-man roster and they all want 4 to 8 comp tickets, it's a lot of money.
That's a good chunk.
It's a lot of money. I can understand one comp ticket. Who do you love the most? Mom. Sorry, Dad.
Well, thank you, Kenny Bolin, for driving a spike in my heart.
Well, I just was going random wrestler. Could have been anybody, not yours. Random wrestler.
So
what happened to the comments, Bob? Ever since we exposed the hedge trimmer, not one person's made a comment.
They don't want to be called out from.
I guess no one else wants. He didn't deny my accusations, did he?
No questions.
You got to be smarter than the co-host, and that's not normally all that hard. But when you set yourself up for stupidity, don't be shocked at what you get back in return.
So, Mr. Starmaker, my question is, where do you think all this is going?
Where do I think what is going?
What the hell have we been talking about? We're talking about
where do you think Cena's going with his retirement?
Yeah, what do you think about this match with Rhodes? And are we going to get 17-time heavyweight champion? What's going on?
We are.
I got 2 ways to look at it. The reason he's back is to become the 17-time heavyweight champion, and he said the reason I'm doing it so I can shake the hand of the 18th. Triple H. Hang on, shut the fuck up. Please. Please.
Just say please.
He pulled the bitch out.
I didn't say
Go
please.
ahead, sir.
You've been gone a long time. You gotta take your beating there. I said please. So Triple H ain't coming back to get the 18th. Randy Orton's got how many?
14.
Yeah.
Randy's in great shape, but is he going to win it 4 more times?
No.
Randy looks like gold. And shout out to Randy. Randy texted me at 2:00 in the morning when I congratulated him on his return. And not a lot of the guys do that, but Randy and I have kept up with each other for a while. No, my Volvo's a 2004, not a 1988.
I think he says he hasn't. See,
he has one. Oh yeah, they're
He
good cars.
has.
Oh, I thought he thought mine was an 88. No, mine's old. It ain't
That's
that
why he
old.
goes
But
right here in the
oh,
Narn
okay.
Anderson household.
Yeah, good old Narn Anderson. That is his real name, by the way. I've
So
seen his birth certificate.
This is how I would.
Well, hang on. I haven't even answered my goddamn question yet. So now you shut the fuck up.
He went Weavy
Please.
Trap.
Please, both of you, shut the fuck up. So
here's how we end the show.
I haven't even given my answer yet.
To find out, will Cena succeed in 17 times?
Tune in Thursday, asshole.
Find out Thursday.
We'll
find out.
Be able to.
You know what? That's a great idea, Mr.
Like
Cena.
Tune
in Thursday and find out what all of us think.
Find out Thursday.
There's tune in there. That's great, Mr. Cena, because I was actually going to answer. But now that my two co-hosts have wanted to dominate this show as always, we'll just do it. We'll just do it Thursday. I can't get a word in on this show, Mr. Cena. You've seen it. I can't get shit in.
Never.
So now Thursday we will answer those questions. But I've got some thoughts on the matter, and we will explain in detail on Thursday night. Hopefully, the algorithms will be a little better that night. Because I don't think you can advertise the name John Cena the way we have advertised it and expect 20 people to show up one. Now, I know some people were irked that we made it members only and they act like they ain't got $3 fucking to get a membership. But little Jimmy LeBeau.
All that does is stop them from talking. It doesn't stop them from watching.
No, they can still watch the show. We're not blocking people from watching the show. But if you want access, if you want backstage access and privileges to Mr. Cena, myself, Bob, or the mystery man, the Gold Train himself, then you're going to have to get a membership has its privileges. You know who we stole that from? Carl Malden, ladies and gentlemen. Carl Malden. Mr. Cena knows who Carl Malden is, and I bet you two know who Carl Malden is.
The guy with the big nose was a detective. I remember him.
Yes, he was damn good detective, too. And membership has its privileges.
You know,
so we will give our thoughts. And Mr. Cena, will you give us your thoughts on where you think they're going with this on the Thursday show as well?
I will, and I'd like to throw it out to your fans, whoever's watching. Why don't you submit your?
Whoa, that was a backhanded slap. I'd like to throw this out to your fans, Mr. Boland, or whoever's watching.
Picture him breaking out their crown right now.
I caught that. I took my Aricept today. I caught that shit.
He did at least put an S at the end of
those faces for the wrestling.
He would have only done words that he said, Kenny, what does your fan think? Or whoever.
Yeah, why don't we throw that out there? Let's throw it out to this base.
There you go. There you go. And if you make somewhat of a decent donation, you know what? I'm going to throw something special out. And I hope Mr. Cena doesn't mind me doing this. If you would like to come in here and get one of these little boxes, because we can have as many as 10 people in here if we wanted.
Boxes, yeah.
10 people. If you make a $50 donation or better, you can come in here and get 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes to tell us your thoughts right to Mr. Cena's face and mine and the train if he's here, which he will be.
I will be.
and the Bob Hazelwood.
I hope so.
$50 donation. You get 5 minutes to pop in here with us and tell us what you think, because I can assure you, I don't think they've told Mr. Cena. They sure as hell ain't told me, and I don't know The Rock knows. But I think they're working on it. They knew this.
Trips and I were like this. We have
they knew this 8 months ago. I tell you who I have become pretty good friends with in recent times, and now I'm sitting here and can't think of his name. Who's married to? Not the one that's married to me. The guy, the head GM of Raw. What's his name?
Adam Pearce.
It's such a good friend.
Mickey James.
Adam Pearce is Nick Aldis is the one you probably.
Yeah, Nick Aldis is Mickey James's husband.
Yeah, Nick Aldis is. So it's the other one. So it's not Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis has never written me, but Adam Pearce writes me quite a bit, and he's been very kind. And who's the backstage guy that he's been an announcer? He's
Byron.
Byron writes me quite a bit. Byron has been very complimentary of the old previous career.
I heard Corey Graves said, "Who the fuck is Boland?"
Corey Graves probably did say that, because that's what I said once about Corey Graves.
Isn't he all pissy about like getting moved to NXT or some shit like that?
He got very pissy about being moved to NXT because he was on Raw, and then all of a sudden he wasn't. Well, it's like if you play for the Cincinnati Reds and you get sent down to Double-A Chattanooga. You're not supposed to be happy about it.
Yeah. As long as your salary's reflecting that.
Not supposed to be happy about it. But yeah, I think that sets up an interesting Thursday show. And like I said, hopefully the algorithms will be a little bit better for the Thursday show. We will not set it up as members only for that night. We'll have it subscribers only. But you're not going to come in here and run fucking roughshod for free and not help the people that we're here to help. That's why we're here.
I wonder if some people are dumb enough to believe that you can't actually watch the show if you're not a member. And
there are some people stupid enough to think that you can't watch the show because when they saw members only, they thought they couldn't watch it.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, there's some people out there that's stupid. Not none of these people because they knew to come in and watch. Right. So they knew. They knew. So what did your sons have to say about what happened the other night?
His brothers?
Yeah.
Well, obviously my son Sean thought it was awesome.
Is he the one that came up with "You Can't See Me"? Is he the one?
That's right. Yep.
Because I told everybody I did, and then I got exposed. So
you got to go to jail for exposing yourself.
You go to jail for exposure in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know about Boston.
Sure you do. Yeah, right there.
Around here.
Yeah, I think Sean saw it. I don't know if Dan and Matt watched it. My other sons, Steve, I haven't spoken to, but they were. I think Sean kind of feels the same way I do. I think it's probably one of the best swerves I've seen in a long time. It was classically done. I think the thing I like most about it was there were no leaks. Nobody knew what was coming down. And to me, that's the old school kayfabe days.
That's the old school. That's the old
school. Nobody knew what was going to happen except the guys in the ring, maybe the referee, and he didn't even know what the hell was going down. It was 5 people as far as I've been told, or the scuttlebutt. I don't have an inside track.
Very similar to the Boston, not the Boston, but the Montreal Screwjob. Boston didn't screw anybody that we know of, and
it's like Stone
and
Cold.
There are people to this. There's people to this day that still want to give me shit and claim I didn't have anything to do with it. Cornette himself, still to this day, will tell you, as bad as he hates me, will tell you that this is an idea that he and I came up with. And Jimmy originally told me there wasn't a chance in hell that Brett would be stupid enough to fall for that. I said, no. I said, the fact that he knows that he can break his own hold. I said, but you have to have a referee in on it that's going to ring him up. I said, there ain't shit he can do about it. He said, he ain't stupid enough to do it. So he bounced it off Vince, and Vince says, no, we're not going to do that. He's not going to shit on us the way Alundra Blaze did. Wonder Blaze went to WCW, threw the belt in the trash. I said, he is going to shit all over you guys. Why are you going to let him win his last match to go on national television either the next night or the night after and throw your belt in the garbage or something similar? He might have a goddamn steamroller roll over it. He's going to do that because he was pretty bitter. You know, I can't lose in Canada. Well, what if Shawn Michaels says, I can't lose in America? Now where are we at? Okay, San Antonio, I get it. But Brett's from Calgary. So if he doesn't want to lose in Calgary, but still, you're leaving. It's your last match. You'll do what we fucking tell you to do. So this goes on for 3 or 4 weeks. Me and Jimmy bouncing his back. And you know what? God damn it, it might work. Jimmy bounces it off Vince. Vince shits all over it. He'll never do that to us. No, we're not going to do that. 2 to 3 hours before the matches start, because Jimmy has tried to back out of this saying, well, I couldn't have called Kenny. We didn't have cell phones then. No, but we had pay phones. And Jimmy called me from a pay phone, said, Kenny, do not miss the pay-per-view tonight. The shit's going down. And I said, oh, shit. I said, the way we drew it up, and he says, it sounds pretty damn close. Apparently the ones that knew were me, Vince, Sean. Vince, Sean, Jimmy. Richard claims he knew. There's others say he didn't.
He looked genuine.
And after that, it was a little thin, but Pritchard claims he knew. Others have said he didn't. Russo claims he came up with the idea. I love you, Vince. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
For somebody that hates wrestling, he talks about it an awful lot.
He talks about it an awful lot. Yes. Yeah. But no, I was in on those conversations for about 3.5 weeks. And until 2 or 3 hours before the match started, it was during the daytime. The match was going to start that evening. I got a phone call. And then Jimmy's the one that told me to expose it on my show back in 2007, something like that, when I first started doing podcasting. He says, Kenny, tell that story. I said, why do you want me to do that? Because we never mentioned another word about it. I said, why do you want me to do that? He says, I want the story out there. And if people ask me if it's true, I can go into plausible deniability. And I'll just, Bolin, Bolin. And he says, I don't have to say yes or no. But I want the story out there. So that's why I was the first one to tell that story, is that Jimmy asked me to do it in 2007 or whenever it was I was doing Who's Slamming Who, because that's where that story first got revealed, that me and Jimmy came up with the idea. And then Jimmy's only response, that Bolin. Bolin will say anything, but he never said that didn't happen. And then eventually he admitted that we did do it. And then when we got pissed at each other, he claims I had nothing to do with it, that it was all him. So, and shitting on Russo for claiming he had anything to do with it. Russo may have overheard some meetings about it at Vince's house, because Jimmy says that he was at Vince's house with Russo. And he says, when we discussed this, Russo was not in the room. Vince would only talk about it with him without Russo present. Now, that's what Jimmy told me about Russo's presence in these meetings about screwing over Brett. And then it went down exactly the way we drew it up. Exactly. A lot of the ideas was Jimmy's. A lot of the ideas were mine. They combined the two of them together. Whether people want to believe it or not, I don't give a shit. That's exactly how it happened. I got no goddamn reason to lie about it. No financial gain to be made. That's exactly how it happened. My story has never changed. And I'm pretty good at changing stories. So did I mention how good that banana pie is? No, earlier it was the caramel pie that was good. Well,
caramel apple. That's what I'm eating. Caramel apple.
Caramel apple. Yeah, I noticed you're eating the caramel apple.
Well, I think that serve at Elimination Chamber was probably the greatest surprise in wrestling history, even bigger than Hulk Hogan's.
That's why I agree with you, because that took everybody to keep it a secret and not expose. See, what happened with Brett was getting fucked. Nobody got fucked in this. Everybody got what they thought they were going to get, and still somehow kept it a secret. You could look at Brett's face and tell Brett had no clue what was about to happen. And then the spitting on Vince and all that shit. So this is why this was better, because, as you're saying, go ahead.
I'm busy eating my
Yeah, I noticed you're eating your pie. I noticed.
That's why
I'd like to eat some mango pie tonight, but it's not an option because you won't make no mango pie.
Was that a double up?
Shut up, Coltrane.
Bob, we can't hear you.
Yeah, you can't see me either.
Yeah, Bob has no audio coming out, does he?
Yeah, you're muted, Bob. There you go.
Is he muted?
Still.
No, he's not muted. He's not muted. It just ain't working.
All right.
How's
that?
There we go.
I'm gonna
vent about that swerve. I think it's one of the best swerves in wrestling history. The last guy you would ever expect to see do that is Cena.
Well, especially because for so many years,
you're real quiet, Bob.
Yeah, your audio is real low, Bob.
All right, for so many years, fans had been saying, "We need a Cena heel turn. We need a Cena heel turn," and you're not going to get it, right?
Me too. I've been saying it.
And who'd have thought that in his retirement tour, the nostalgia, everyone say goodbye to John and give him the high five, and that we get the Cena heel turn.
Happy Memories tour.
This is the last place you would look for it at, on the Happy Memories tour. That's why it was so good. And then the fact that it gets to be with Cody, another OVW boy. And then I tied Seth Rollins into it. People, well, how are you tying Seth Rollins in with OVW? We wanted to name him Jack Double Barrel Cannon. We were going to have him Jimmy came up with the midget idea. I wanted him to be called Jack Double Barrel Cannon because I could never come up with the name Tyler Black. And he was not Seth Rollins yet. And so he's at OVW TV to do ROH filming. So I'm there. Christopher is managing with Prince Nana's team. So you got the dueling princes there. Big night for Chris, because Chris is just a huge damn fan of ROH anyway at that time, especially. And he's getting to work with Prince Nana, which he admires Prince Nana's work. So they're doing their matches. We're standing backstage with Tyler Black. And every time I'd asked you, because I always thought a lot of him, even back in 07, 08, 09, right around whenever those times were. And I could never think of his name, much like today when I can't think of people's names. And I just started calling him Jack Double Barrel Cannon. And he says, man, I kind of like that name. He says, that's better than Tyler Black. He said, why don't we make him heel and have him managed by some midget named Cannonball? And he said, Cannonball helps him win. I was like, I like that. When's that been done? And then, of course, Hornswoggle eventually comes along. Not so much as a manager, but so we're going to do it. His name is going to be Jack Double Barrel Cannon. We're trying to find a working midget. We think it might be the same one I had. He went by Toad. He was a 300-pound midget who could do the splits and could work like a mofo and was a cage fighter. So we thought he would be the perfect manager, Cannonball, for Tyler Black at that time. I want you to know that before we could implement this, he got called up. So the last TV show he did was at OVW. So I've made him honorary OVW. So the final 3 was OVW. Now tell me what you think of this.
I'm listening.
If we could have brought Batista into this, let's have Batista, The Rock, Cena, and Roman, who wants to be a movie star. The battle of the movie stars. The final 4 are the 4 goddamn movie stars. Well, you can't really throw the Miz in there quite yet. But then again, if you probably throw the Miz in ahead of Roman. Miz has done more television
first.
Yeah, Miz has done more TVs. Yeah, not the blockbuster shit that Rock and Cena and Batista's done, but the battle of the movie stars, and then Batista, Cena, with the OVW ties, and the Miz. So 3 of the 4 are OVW, television and movie stars, reality TV stars.
Well,
all right. Well, I got shit on. All right.
What's your take on this?
I mean, as far as idea goes, it is one.
There you go.
Why don't you just take your fucking purple hair and shove it up your anal orifice? How about that? How about that? God damn.
Boy, you know,
I've been shit on enough over here tonight.
When some people don't get their caramel apple whoopie pies, they are, boy.
What's your I'll spend you like a dozen.
No one else is going to fight here. I guess I'm going to have to fight for my damn life, I guess. Well, as far as ideas go, it's one.
The latest.
I just don't know that. Well, one, I don't think Batista cares enough to get back in the ring anymore.
I don't think so.
Well, plus he's way smaller than he used to be.
He's way smaller than he used to be.
Still a big guy. Yeah.
I don't know how much interest. I mean, the OVW part obviously matters a lot to you and your fans, and I don't know that the average WWE guy would get any.
Well, you got to tell them. You got to smarten them up.
You'd have to. You would. You have
all
to go
3 of these young men
vignettes.
started their careers in exactly the same place.
Right. And then they'd give Al Snow and Danny Davis all the credit, and you'd get left out.
Oh, you can bet on that. You can bet on that. Well, we have done 90 minutes, and it was very kind of Mr. Cena to come over here tonight, even though we got screwed on our viewers, and we went head to head with the President of the United States. I learned my lesson. I don't think that's the reason, though. I really don't.
You with Whoopie.
We are way more popular. We're way more popular. Even Coltrane. Even Coltrane.
Whoa.
But let's do this again Thursday night. We will give our thoughts on where this is going to go. I think I got 2 perspectives on this. I could see this going a couple of different directions. So we will cover all that on Thursday. Let me see if we got any last minute donations. I think no, man. And that's the bad thing about when you have celebrities on the show is they'd rather shit than donate. We never got Catfish challenge managed again.
Yeah.
Huh?
The fans would rather shit than donate. No, we're not talking about our celebrity guests. Our guests take care of us. Except for Kenny. They don't take care of Kenny.
No. So we're going to be. So we're going to be back here.
My bill for doing the show. Take that as a donation.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that.
Kenny has that. All right.
Going to need a couple more donations, it looks like. So Thursday night, 9:00, we'll be back here probably on time, most likely. Boy, the hedge trimmer sure shut the fuck up, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
So,
They're pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
that was pretty bad. And let's shout out to Mango Jennifer. He's not going to make you a pie in your name. I tried. I have no stroke. I thought I did. I just knew mango pies were on the production line tonight, but no, not popular enough was the word out of Mr. Cena. So no mango pies. But you can go vote for the link. Was that? Can we throw the link up one more time? I promised her we'd take care of her tonight. Shout out to our sponsors,
definitely.
Arby's, McDonald's, Two Rivers Restaurant, the Fish House I was just at the other day. Fantastic. Carrabba's I'll be going back to soon. Bear Nose Pizza. Mr. Cena, have you ever had the Arby's Fresh Market turkey sandwich?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I got to be honest. I've never had an Arby's, period.
Really?
How's that? Want to wrap one up and send it up to me or what?
Well, next time you're in Louisville, you can visit with Kenny at the
He doesn't
Arby's.
have to go to Louisville. He got an Arby's within a mile of him. He doesn't have to come to Louisville.
No,
There's
no Arby's up here.
You're kidding me. There's no Arby's in Boston.
There's certain
Okay, well, I will take some of the steam out of this then.
Where's
Because
the closest one, Bob? You're pretty good at the machine. So I'm
yeah,
in West.
I'm the closest I just knew Arby's were all. I thought Arby's was involved, connected 48 and probably Hawaii and Alaska. I could be wrong.
No, it's kind of like Hardee's and Joe.
Yeah.
What is it?
I've never had a
Junior.
There was
Arby's
an
and-
Arby's in Boston on Albane Pay Way, but it's been closed.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That don't count.
Yeah, COVID might have shut some of them down. Arby's is very big here.
But that's more of a
Kelly's roast
Midwestern
beef.
thing. Roast
You can
beef.
Yeah,
Kelly's roast beef is the big Boston.
That's the big.
right.
Okay.
Kelly's
All
roast
right.
beef.
Well, I will take a little of the steam off of that then,
When they're
because
close to
I
Philly.
just Arby's right now has a special going on two for $6.99, the beef and cheddar, which is amazing. But I tried for the first time ever. My doctors had me on a big protein diet as I get ready for my second weight loss surgery. Trying to lose about another 90 pounds, try to live a little longer, just trying to live as long as Mr. Cena. That's all I'm trying to do. And
Nashua is the closest Arby's.
Nashua,
Is it
New
really?
Hampshire. Yep, that's probably 35 minutes. But
okay.
I've never had an Arby's, ever had an Arby's sandwich.
Do you like turkey sandwiches?
I enjoy turkey sandwiches. I do.
If you ever happen to go there, now what I got mine the double turkey sandwich because it had 38 grams of protein in it.
Mm-hmm.
17 grams of protein ain't bad, but if you want a great turkey sandwich, and I'll tell you who else put it over was Disco Inferno. Disco's the only reason I tried it. I had him on the show. He was shocked that Arby's and Carrabba's were sponsors. And he said they had a fish house out in Vegas. He said probably not the same one, but Fish House is very, very good. We just went there the other night. But Disco Inferno out in Las Vegas was putting over the Arby's Market Fresh turkey sandwich. I'd never had one. Next time I go there, the owners and the management team and even the people that own these regional Arby's here, they own like 8 of them. So, oh my God, Disco Inferno was saying good things about it. I said, you know who Disco Inferno is? And they said, yeah. I said, well, I got John Cena Sr. coming up very, very soon. I said, maybe he'll have something nice to say about Arby's. I wasn't expecting it. We don't have those anywhere near. But if you ever get out that way, tell them you want what used to be called as the Big Montana smothered with cheddar cheese. It used to be, it's now the half-pound roast beef sandwich.
Oh yeah. I remember
but
that.
But it used to be called the Big Montana, and it was my favorite sandwich Arby's had. They have 2 for $6.99 fish sandwiches that are very good. That's a great buy this era to get 2 sandwiches of that quality for $6.99. And you want to try the Market Fresh because Disco was putting over the bread. He says the best bread he's ever had. And I had one, and I had to eat half of it at one meal, half of the other. Man, what a sandwich!
Kind of like ciabatta bread almost. Like it's
to a degree. Yeah, very airy. So, Mr. Cena, if you get a chance, depending whether you like roast beef and cheddar better or the turkey sandwich better, I highly recommend you try one of them, and we'll get a review from you down the road.
Have you
I
tried
might
the
take
Bronco
Brad
Berry
to
sauce
Nashville
on
and
the
just try that.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much, and I'll let Arby's know that you're going to give that a shot. And so shout out to Arby's
for
turkey sandwiches for moon pies. I tell you what, he might be able to strike up a deal with his own manager. He walks in, pulls a moon pie out of his pocket. The whoopie pie, not a moon pie, a whoopie pie. I got one of these. If you give me one of those, it'd be a fair trade.
Have you put the Bronco berry sauce on the sandwich?
Oh,
try that.
What is it?
It's a Bronco berry sauce. It's kind of like
it's what they give you with the
habanero poppers or whatever.
Stuffed poppers, yeah.
It's like what is it? It's like habanero and cherry.
Raspberry or something? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a berry. But it's got a little bit of heat to it. But if you put that on the sandwich, it just gives it that extra kick. It's like sweet and spicy.
I'll tell you the place that I did a radio show for the Shark up in New Hampshire, and she had me on a couple of times, and they had the guy from Dave's Hot Wings. You ever had that hot chicken? Dave's Hot.
I just discovered that place and haven't gone there yet, but I saw it for the first time a month ago.
Do not, whatever you do not get the hot. I will tell you right now. We had this guy on the show that thought he was, I don't know, King Farouk. I'll eat the goddamn thing.
There's always one.
One bite, and his eyes watered, his face got red, and he started to choke up. So, but the wings, I'm chicken shit when it comes to that. I had the mild with a little kick. Very good, but do not get the heat. Do not get the heat.
No, I'm sure his ass was leaking too. That stuff.
Well, you know who would argue with you on that, and he hates it when I mention him on the show, but I'm going to do it anyway. Really? They have never come up with anything hot enough that my son can't eat. No restaurant's ever been able.
Even
to
the
do
ghost pepper.
Even he laughs at the ghost pepper.
Really?
Oh, he drank a little mini cup of it and laughed in their face.
So does he drink candle wax before he does that, or what?
I haven't watched him drink candle wax, but they have never come up with a sauce he can't handle. He just has no reflex. Is this hot? He says, I don't know. You'll have to tell me.
Bother his lining.
Well, I got some chili I made over here that was just the ingredients I put in it was just naturally hot enough that it was right on the edge of what I can handle. I almost added some additional hot sauce to it, and very glad I did. Because I was on the edge of what I could take. I like it hot, but not so goddamn hot I can't eat it. So, but yeah, there was a goddamn, what was it? One of the restaurants here in Louisville swore that they said all of you will eat free if he can handle this hot sauce we're about to bring out. And he says, go ahead, bring it. And there's 4 of us. So the meal was going to be about $150. So the chefs are proudly in the back. They said, you have to sign a waiver before we can even give you this.
Yeah.
Fine, bring the waiver. They're bringing it out. And I swear to a stack of bowling books, they're bringing it out. People's eyes are burning, including mine. As they're bringing it down the aisle to bring it to the table for him to try, people's eyes are burning. Mine are burning. I'm going, man, I don't know. They got him a glass of milk on hand just in case. They have it in a little bitty individual little cup, not a bowl, but a little cup, holds a couple ounces, and plus they put it on his food. Here's a little bit more if you really think you're tough. He takes a bite of it, just looks at him and smiles, and then he says, hold on, and he takes the cup. Got any more? Free $350. Free it was 2 or 3 ounces at least. And $350 worth of food, and they said, "Do not bring him in here again. He's making us look bad." Now, Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, and apparently the world's toughest man to hot sauces, he has some stuff in his house called Triple X. To my knowledge, me or he have neither one tried this, but he says Triple X is so strong. He says I can make a 6-quart pot of chili. I can dip a toothpick into the Triple X, drop that toothpick in the chili, pull it out and let it cook. It's so hot that most people can't eat it.
Damn.
I said I find that difficult to believe.
So
he wants to take that challenge, but we have to find this stuff called Triple X. And Henry says it's the hottest sauce he's ever, and he's down in Soulsby, Texas. Probably experienced a few hot sauces down there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, I wish I could think of the restaurant we did that tried to do that. It wasn't, God, God.
There's some on Amazon.
Oh, is there Triple X on Amazon?
Yeah. Ooh,
Well, I
that
won't be
looks
getting any.
The last
I
hot
already
ones,
know.
Last Dab Triple X.
I already know it's out of my league. But
Pepper
yeah, Henry
X is
says
the world's hottest pepper.
yeah, he
Sweet.
says that you can dip a toothpick in it, put it in your chili, and that chili is so hot most people can't eat it. So
Well,
why are
I'm
we
not-
making it? Why are we making this stuff?
That's just gross.
Imagine getting that in your eyes. Imagine
That's
that
food
shit.
porn.
No thanks.
It is. Well, guys, we kept him here for 1 hour, roughly 1 hour and 41 minutes. So we certainly appreciate your time.
It's fun.
And,
I enjoy it. I always have a blast when I'm here.
Well, I do too, and I really appreciate you coming on. And I'm going to try and be a little bit less negative on the next show. And
That's
No, no, no.
I'm going to have Bob dye his hair gray just to get a little peace and quiet, so there's no one giving him shit. And Coltrane is going to grow. Coltrane's going to have longer hair than I have next show. We're just going to switch it all up.
I'm gonna look like Roman Reigns by the time we get back.
And
Whoa,
and
that'd be good.
Mango Jennifer.
Okay.
Give
Yeah,
her a
Mango
vote.
sent me a new link. I sent you the new link? Did you have
we
it?
put the link up. Yes, it's
That's
in the
Mango
chat.
Jennifer. Are you sure you don't want to make a mango pie there, Mr. Cena? It's Mango Jennifer. I've known her probably 6-7 years. Currently working in Saudi Arabia as a free agent assistant nurse.
Now, how does one wind
And,
up there?
we're very proud of her. She's a hardworking girl, an amazing
30,
TikTok dancer.
34, right?
36. 36.
She's 36. Wow.
Yeah. Daughter just turned 18. Her daughter's a beautiful little thing, little Giselle.
God bless.
18 and in high school there in the Philippines. And but yeah, she's in that beauty contest with I'm assuming people a lot younger than her, but she's the one leading the balloting so far. And she is a very good TikTok dancer. She does a good job. And but trying to earn that free ticket home. So guys, go vote for her. Help her get a free ride home, because otherwise she's got to pay for it because she's a free agent now, and there's no agency to pay her way back to go home. And it's expensive to go home from Saudi Arabia to the Philippines. And the Disco Inferno star, King, you got somebody from Saudi Arabia watching this. I said, well, we're a worldwide organization here. We had Canada and Europe and Australia, and had all kinds of people watching the show that night. And all the countries were well represented that night. We even had Alabama watching the show. Talk about a foreign country.
Yeah.
Talk about a foreign country.
Redneck.
So, exactly. So until Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, for the return grudge match of John Cena Sr. and to get our thoughts on where this shit's going.
And
We'll
whoopie
see you.
pies.
And whoopie pies.
And whoopie
mango. No mango whoopie pies. So I tried.
We're gonna create the bowling. How's that?
I'm the star maker for Bobby Bangs Hazelwood, for whoever that is, the train. And for our special guest, John Cena Sr., I did say good day.